Marisa.
I'm Scott.
And this is another episode of Fork You. This is number 2 out of 3 of our Thanksgiving episodes. We're doing side dishes today. Scott, do you know what we're making?
I do.
What are we making?
Mashed potatoes, garlic mashed potatoes, and peas and carrots.
Yes, so...
Quite traditional.
That's right. So we have here a bowl of peeled potatoes and a pot of water that's coming up to a boil on the stove. So I'm just going to start chopping these up.
Chop, chop, chop.
And the thing with potatoes is that the smaller you chop them, the faster they cook. So Scott, how do you feel about mashed potatoes?
Words cannot describe how I feel about mashed potatoes.
Oh, really?
At least none that are appropriate for this podcast. Now, how many potatoes do you need?
This is 5 pounds.
5 pounds of potatoes.
You don't have
will
to
make
do this much.
roughly 5 pounds of mashed potatoes.
You're funny.
I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't either.
It would be more.
Well, but you've lost the peel already.
That's true, but I have tons of appeal. How many people do you think 5 pounds of mashed potatoes, well, the resultant mashed potatoes that you get from the initial 5 pounds will feed?
A lot. 10 maybe?
10?
If they're
not Irish.
Very odd. We have 5 pounds of peeled and chopped potatoes here. We're going to take it over here to the stove.
Let's wait for the camera to get here.
Where the water is boiling away.
It's boiling like a mofo.
So I'm going to salt the water.
And really, if you can find the darkest place to make your mashed potatoes, it's perfect.
So we're going to let those cook until they break apart with a fork. We're going to smash up I'm going to bring the temperature back up. And we're going to smash up our garlic cloves.
Smash them. Oh, what are you doing?
I'm turning the heat on low just for now to start getting the milk up to temperature.
8 cloves of garlic. That's a lot of garlic. Garlic. It's a lot of garlic.
You're right there.
Wow.
I'm going to take the garlic and put it in the milk.
All right. Make garlic milk. And then let that simmer for... should it simmer?
It should. You don't want it to boil, but you want it to just come up to a tiny bit of a simmer.
For like 10 minutes? What?
Yeah, 10 to 15 minutes. I don't know what he's doing outside, but I'm going to cut up some carrots for you real quick. What we're doing is we're going to saute carrots in butter and get them caramelized a little bit. And then at the last minute add peas and a little powdered ginger. A little twist on a classic side dish here. So I'm going to cut them individually because I won't get the precision of cut I want if I do it big group. So I'm going to just kind of cut them on the bias. Hey, look, it's Scott.
Oh, hello. Are you cutting those carrots on the bias?
I am. The nice thing about doing peas and carrots is it doesn't take very long, and you almost always have ingredients for this around, so this could be a side dish you do other times of the year. We're going to use about 2 tablespoons of butter in the pan, and while we're waiting for the butter to melt, I'm just going to reach in and check the potatoes, which are almost done. As you can see, our water milk, thank you. The milk for the mashed potatoes, while not coming up to boil, because you never want to boil milk, it's got that nice simmery look going on. So, butter,
carrots, butter.
So I'm just going to give them a stir so all the carrots get coated in butter. What's going to happen with the water is it's going to help them sort of steam a little bit, and then it's going to cook down and they're going to get syrupy. I'm going to do about a teaspoon of ginger.
I will need to remove my shirt to perform this feat of strength.
Careful. Now I'm going to capture
it quickly.
Some of the potato water and put it to the side. Ooh, watch out. I'm going to put the potatoes back into that to mash them up.
Oh.
putting in 1/3 of a stick of butter, and I'm probably going to add some more. But I'm going to give it a little toss to get that mixed in. Here comes our garlic milk. Now, it's going to seem like a lot of milk, but the potatoes will absorb it and it will help make them light and fluffy.
That seems like a lot of milk.
3 pinches of salt. And pepper. A little bit more butter. Just plop it in.
These hands are not meant for mixing.
What are those hands meant for, Scott?
Caressing.
Oh, okay.
You were not expecting that.
I was thinking more along the lines of computers. All right. Check it out. All the liquid's gone. You thought that was going to be too watery.
I did suck some out.
Let's taste for flavor.
Taste it.
Mmm.
What do you think?
Real good. Careful. Gingery.
Firm yet sweet. Just like me. Certain parts of me at least.
Alright. Now I'm going to dump in a bag of peas.
Just frozen peas.
Just frozen peas.
Get them at your local grocer.
And so the carrots are done, and we're just going to heat the peas up until they're defrosted and warmed through. And then this will be done as well.
It's like ice cream. Only better. This is probably a 1 serving, Scott.
Alright, look at that gorgeous mound of mashed potatoes.
I thought you were talking about me. Look at that gorgeous mound of sexiness.
These are done. I'm just going to give these a sprinkle of salt. Looks really good too.
It does.
Alright, so this has been episode number 2 of our our series of 3 Thanksgiving episodes.
That's right, you made a turkey. These are the sides that you would serve with that turkey.
And next week will be pumpkin, cheesecake, and cranberry sauce.
Oh,
so,
boy.
I cannot wait to eat these. They look so good. And neither can Scott. Alright, I'm burping here. The tension, the gas, you know. Alright, so this has been another episode of Fork You. I'm Marisa.
I'm Scott. And remember, sides can also be a showcase. Oh. Well, there are 3 things I like. Beer, potatoes, and Jesus.
Fork You.
Oh, Lord.